AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 65, 19 Lions.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Come on. Set, Mustang, 70, 18, Pioneer.
Here's Milton. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally he's going to come out throwing here, but that time they couldn't connect.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Ready, 70, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 19, Dragon, 60. 18, Rattler, 18, Trap, 60. Ready.
Now Milton. And he comes back with one complete. He's still on his feet. He may go. Touchdown, Cowboys. KaVontae Turpin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Cowboys 7, Seahawks nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
Ready. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete to Trey Tucker. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the 34-yard line, here's second and a couple.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Now back to throw. Throw caught by Ochane. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Let's go.
And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
2nd and 9 now. And that's incomplete.
Intended for Calvin Austin. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Hey. 18 Cardinal. 8.
They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
My dad used to tell me all the time when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Cowboy 80.
They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now they'll automate to something else.
Mustang Night Warriors 7-18. Pioneer. Ready.
Here's Milton now to throw. Finds Pickens out right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
18, rough traffic, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Milton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback.
That one out wide and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Marquise Bell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he finds Austin complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Racing to the end zone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Calvin Austin, 88 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will ring it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10.
Ready.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Get it! Steady!
They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one good for 14 and the Seahawk first.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4.
Cougar 19, 50 Vikings, 50 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Again, it's Achane. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Drop 50, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Scoop.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Ready up. Let's go now.
Achane is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. And the Cowboys
looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Come on.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
60 Eagles, Dragon 60, 18, trap 60, trap 60, 18, Rattler, 18, ready.
Throwing is Milton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
70 Timberwolves.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, 65 yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here we go, strike. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
19 left, 70 Ring, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw is Milton. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down. The Cowboys at 9-2 to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw, it's Milton. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Wide open receiver complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Panther 6, 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Milton. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A loss of 11.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79, 18, Pioneer. Mustang, 19, Lock, Panther 11, Panther 11. Let go.
Operating from the gun, Milton. Under pressure, they got him again. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And he's going to go down again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Back to throw now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on. Hey, go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught by Tucker. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
11, 18 Radley, 18 Radley.
Here's Milton. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
79 Brooks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Let's go now. 70, Timberwolves, 18 cards, Buffalo 18. Come like traffic, Dragon 60.
Now Milton. Drops it to Boone, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Cardinals, Warriors, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready,
Back to throw again. Gets this into the hands of Blue. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Panther 11, 18, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Milton now to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
19 lock, 70 Lions.
Milton. Oh, had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Back to throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Hold it ready. Let's go now.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A run straight ahead with Achane. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Check.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Trey Tucker, 27 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Cowboys 17.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just saying, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Milton. And he's got this down to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard.
19 tight. 18, 19, look. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They
tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
70, Hawk 70, Cougar 19, 79 Broncos.
That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Blue. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. D.J. Johnson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. Drop. Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Seahawks 21. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to sack their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Across the formation, he hits Austin. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
19 Tigers.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, wide open, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 74 yards. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Cowboys 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
19, trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing is Milton. That is caught, Schoonmaker. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
70 Rangers, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 8 Warriors, 70, Buffalo 8, Dragon 60. Ready.
Back to throw. Milton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 65, 79, 18, Pioneer.
Operating from the gun, Milton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. 19, Tiger, 9, Cowboy 8, Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Rattler, 8.
Finds Pickens out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Ready.
And now an audible here into something else.
Ready.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Joe Milton scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cowboys have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
That's the score. Cowboys 31, Seahawks 28. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Austin, the man in motion left. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
They'll send Austin in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go!
Room here to run. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Devon Achane. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Cowboys 31.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, 69 yards. And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 38, Seahawks 35. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And that one will come up short. Low throw.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10.
17. Let's go. 50. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cole Holcomb. And this one will be brought back to the 22. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On the double. Come on. Hey, Bronco 80. 79 Bronco.
To throw, it's Milton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Cowboy 80. Cougar 19.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
70 Ranger. 7.
Blue will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 45. Seahawks 35. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
In motion right is Austin. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. And a two-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. To throw is Milton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 40-yard line.
Dragon 6-19.
Here's Milton. And it's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, 59 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
52. Seahawks 35. Brandon Aubrey the kickoff for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught. It's Austin left side. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Seattle.
Ready?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. 18 Pioneers. Buffalo at Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for Dallas, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL